Well, here we can see the front end of the Ecto again. Now, if you notice there's tape on the front driver's side, there's a reason why. Because when we do certain areas, we like tape off others, that way we don't get paint or glue in those areas. In case glue does run or the epoxy runs, they don't actually get on the panel itself, we can easily pull it off. Now here you're seeing the driver's side up the Ecto. Now, if you look at the marks on the tape, we actually mirrored that from the other side of the car, on this side. Now, the gap you're seeing here is actually, we got a Philip piece in it behind us, between the end structures. And the thing is, when we actually raise it up, we actually contour the roof actually at the accurate level of what it should be at. But the thing is, we gotta add now, I gotta go back and add a piece to the front door vent glass piece. And also, we worked the little piece on top of it yet. And I also gotta take and add down the side here too. Now, as you notice, there's no door line seams in it yet, because I'm not at that moment yet. Now, if you looking at this right here, now I actually had fun actually putting this square stock evergreen in place. It's actually 332 square. When I put that in place, I actually had to take an easy work night and afternoons, actually more like puzzling it together. And I worked this in the front, slice layers out, then go back to the front and do the same thing back and forth all the way back across. The upper pieces do the same thing, so when I put it together, it actually interlocked to each other in the correct spots where it was actually interlocked at. Right here, you're seeing where I'm actually making the curve area of the glass bed piece of the trim that actually goes on the exterior of the car. Now, this piece was actually fun because this is actually my third attempt at making it. The first one, it didn't go right. Second one, now this is actually the third one. Now, like I said, putting this piece in place because the Ecto up the old hearse is not exactly up and around flat. It's actually at a contour, at a unique twist. And to do that, I actually had easily bend, heat, and easy twist it. And it took a while to actually keep the heat in the plastic as I easy bent it. I actually had to have it in place as it actually cooled off. And I had to reheat the next piece down and easy work in place. Then after that, I had to actually glue it at the end piece. And I had to actually make sure I get the cut pieces right as I went. I must have overcut it, then easy trimmed that as I was getting into the post area, as you see right here. But here, if you look, you can see it's a little longer, and the puzzle piece is actually a little, because that way I can easily get the glue in place, and it locks in. And as you see right there, I actually did the back glass area already on here in the previous clips. Now, doing this trim piece was actually the funnest piece, and this is actually what brings the car to life a little, of the correctness of the detail that is going into the build. Now, the thing is, this build is actually being done for a very special woman. She is a very big Ghostbusters fan. And it's an honor to actually build this car for her. Because I, too, am a big Ghostbusters fan. Just like I am a Dukes of Hazzard fan. But as you can see right here, if you look close, you can see that we actually had to super glue it, and we actually used baking soda right there to get the piece in place. Now here is some of the stuff that we actually used. There's some actually of the evergreen that was actually used on this build piece right here. So you should actually see what size that I actually went with on the pieces right there. So, because some people has been asking me about what was the thickness. Well, right there you can see. There's many more to come too, by the way. Now here you can see where I've actually sanded it down on the plastic. If you like this build, comment down in the comment section if you would. Thank you. Now right here you can see where I'm actually lining up the doorposts up with the body line openings, because some of these body line pieces in the front is going to be actually re-engraved open on the same kit line that was actually there. But some like the rear door is going to be up a little higher. That's the only one. Mostly the only difference is going to be in the rear door engraved line is going to be higher than what the factory was. But the side door piece is actually accurate. But here, I'm actually, what I did there was I actually added new grip rail molding to the back piece of the car. Because during the building, I actually removed the back of. I actually had to remove all the dripper unloading on the car for the correctness of the roof. Now, right here you've seen it was actually what the roof should look like from the kits. Not really flat, but it's more like an egg contour. Like I said, I'm not dishing the kits by no means. They're actually nice kits, and they're actually fun to build. But if you want accuracy, like what's in the movie, now here is actually accuracy. Now, the thing is, when you build these things like this, you almost gotta study the real cars. Like I said before, my foster cousin had an original 59 Cadillac ambulance. It was not an Ecto, it was an ambulance. But we did also see, and also back in the day, did see an original Ecto. I won't say where, I won't say how. But we even got a book based on the original car, and it's actually pretty detailed of information. Even had notes in it as well. And I'll put this here. Doing this build here is actually pretty fun. And to get the door posts and stuff in place is actually more fun to actually get all these things to take place here. Because these, not like the other cars, these door posts, the front ones, especially the door ones, is actually so thin that when we open the doors up on it, like it's planned to, I'm going to reinforce the window area, as some people in the UK call it the windscreen. I have to take and somehow reinforce the back end of the front windshield piece so I can actually make the doors open, because when I open it up, it's going to be very delicate and also going to be very flimsy. So right here, I'm actually trying to reinforce the inner structure pieces to actually within the trim out. Now, even up real close, you can see there's a boomerang right there glued on. Because the real Ecto actually has trim pieces that actually sticks out more than what the most of the trim on the top does. And right here is actually what I'm working for. On the driver's side is actually being put on, but here it's not done yet. I'm actually getting ready to actually make a duplicate piece of that to put on this side, and then after I do that, I got easy start carving the details out of all the little angles that is actually in it. Now right here you can see the piece of above the vent glass. You can see there's like a little air piece sticking out. That is actually the piece that was actually just made and glued in there. And I'll tell you now, gluing that in there was real fun, because you got door seams and everything. That some of the window trim is gonna be real trim put on. So I gotta easy watch how much glue goes in there, because I gotta make another special tool to actually engrave the lines back out, so I can actually get the depth and then get everything in place what I want it to be. And stay tuned for the next part in the build process, because it's going to get more fun from here out.
put the little tiny details in there, I'll never